By refusing to pray, by refusing, you see, it is a force stopping you from praying. You are not tired. It's a force. It's a force. You are not tired. It's a force stopping you from praying. Force yourself to pray. It's a force stopping you from. I remember when I was growing up, I come from a blessed, a privileged family. And growing up, my father had cars, he had money. I grew up house help. We have several house helps. Nannies, had cars. So it was so bad that we eat up to like 6 times a day. I didn't know what was lunch or breakfast. You just eat. When you're hungry, go to the kitchen and eat. There was not. I grew up later and found out there's something called breakfast in the morning, lunch at noon. Just eat. It was so bad that we eat 1 a.m. Not eating in the dream now. In reality, 1 a.m. So we're eating you eat as you like. So when the Lord called me, when I became a minister, I had a problem with fasting. Yes, I had a problem with fasting. I had a man of God said he fasted 40 days. I said, these people can lie. I said, these guys can lie. 40 days. Only Jesus. That's exclusive for Jesus. So I wanted to fast. And the man said he prayed for 38 hours. I said, this man. So I decided to pray. So I locked myself indoors. I started praying 7 in the morning. And I prayed. I prayed. I was sweating. The sweat dried up. I prayed. You understand? I prayed. When I checked the time, it was 7:30. I said, this man lied. Because I was sweating. Back out. I prayed. So I said, okay, I won't give up. I continued. This time around, I prayed. I was sweating. I was marching around. I was sweating. I prayed. I was expecting when I opened my eye to be evening, because I was praying that long. When I opened my eye, it was 8:05. I gave up. So I remember the first time when this mountain, those people that go to the mountain, well, God help you if you are still doing that. So brethren went with me. They said I went with them, whichever one. We went to the mountain and they said we're going to pray for 7 days. I said, I told them, I said, I will make my own 9 days. So they said to me, no, 7 days okay. I said, no. I want the grace of God. So climbing that mountain alone. when don't forget, we started it from home. We didn't eat anything. So we drove for like 6 hours. I don't know what we were looking for. We got to the foot of the mountain. We started climbing. We climbed the mountain. As we got to the mountain top, they were praying. I was looking at everybody. I was tired. I was hungry. I was angry. Like, who sent me? What am I looking for? So they began to pray. They were holding their hands. They were praying in tongues. So I just stylishly went to a corner. Like I was shaking my head. I wasn't praying. I just walked away. I was thinking. Only first day, my life is like this. What will happen 6 more days? So when it got to my turn to pray, I said, Jesus, the Lord said I should tell us. He has answered our prayer. We should go home. Now, true life story. The Lord said we all should go home. They said, I said, this is what the Lord just told me. They said, but we plan to stay 7. They said, no, God has changed his mind. Now, of course, they didn't believe me. I left there alone. I'm honest to you. I left there, I went downstairs. It was raining. And I was under a tree. I waited till the rain stopped. And you know, when the rain has stopped, The real rain has stopped. The tree rain is still falling. It was on me. I said, never. Me, go to the mountain. Never. It's not my calling. I went to one restaurant. I sat down. I started asking myself, Jesus, you see, most of this so-called revelation, Christ has done everything. It's laziness. It's house and grace. Christ has paid it all. They can't pray, they can't fast. Christ has done. There's nothing for us to do. I understand. Do you know what it means to do 3 days dry? Sir, I'm being honest to you. I'm trying to relate with some of us who are at that level. So when people come around me now, you don't eat, you don't sleep. I said, this is the opposite of what I was. You're always praying. I said, it's the opposite of what I was. Sir, there's responsibility. I know you went to Harvard, you went to Oxford, that's okay. Even the devil is a graduate. I said, I went to school. He told Jesus it is written. How did he know? He read it. He's learned. He said it is. How did he know? He read it. Satan is well read. So when it comes to that, no, sir. To put him where he belongs, you must engage the force of the supernatural. Am I speaking to somebody here? You must say, Young Cho was praying, and a force, a demon came, boom, entered into his house and carried his bed. Young Cho went to the corner of the room and was shivering. The demon turned the room, turned the bed upside down, and took off. And he knelt and he was thanking God. Oh Lord, thank you for preservation. God said, preserve what? You should be ashamed that a demon came and turned your room upside down. What do I do? He said, call the devil back to fix it. And he commanded the force to come. Boom, it came back. He said, put that foam where you took it from. Put this here, put this here. And they put it in. He said, now get out. That is the authority of a believer. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. Number 3, and I'm going to pray. They said to the prophet, let us go. So to operate in the supernatural, you must understand the prophetic anointing. You can never advance in life without the prophetic. Without the prophetic, your life is pathetic. You must understand that there is a spirit in man, but the inspiration of the Almighty giveth him what? Understanding. The voice of the Lord is powerful. Psalm 29 and verse 4. The voice of the Lord is full of majesty. The voice of the Lord breaketh the cedars. Yea! The cedars of Lebanon. The voice of the Lord. In time with your system, no connectivity to God. Do you preach this kind of messages in London, in UK? Or is it taboo? You're just confined. You are confined to the excitement. You are confined to the pleasures. You are confined to the cultures. There is something more than this. God expects you to take responsibility. God will support your steps, but he will not initiate them. God will back up your steps, but he won't initiate them. You will take steps, heaven will back it up. Write that exam, heaven will back you up. Am I speaking to somebody here? Get into that project, heaven will back you up. But God will not initiate them. No. It will only back you up when you take those steps. And there is somebody here, as you take these steps, the heavens will be opened up to you. God will open the heavens unto you. The lines will fall in pleasant places. You have a great heritage. The line will fall in pleasant places. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. You will test it, you will see it. You will test it, you will see it. You will test it, you will see it. Inaction is the undoing of the church. Inaction. Inaction is the greatest undoing. How many of you know that indecision is a decision? Oh, you are not aware? Indecision is a decision. Refusing to take step is a step. Refusing to by refusing to decide, you have decided. Are you following what I'm saying? Yeah. By refusing to do anything, you have done something, and what you have done is nothing.